This show sucks.
In a variety of ways, this show does suck, but it's fun.
Hey, whoa.
Okay.
I just heard somebody's phone
I
game.
forgot to
Professional shoot.
It's been so long since we did this. Alright, I'm just going to do the intro now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to STC Bulletin Board. If this is your first time watching, good, because we kind of changed how we're doing shit. Essentially, this is now a functional podcast with a video element that is live every time we record, but if you want to see it later, you gotta go over to our Patreon and check that out. And today, my special guest is STC alum Adam Lucas. Adam, thanks for coming back to Bulletin Board.
There's no problem. It's probably going to be annoying as hell anytime I move my arm. You're going to just hear
Yeah, it's a good thing it's an audio medium.
For audio listeners, I have a tattoo.
Yeah.
Or I just got a tattoo, and it's still in Saran wrap.
So, well, just to kind of elaborate, before I get into that, just to elaborate for our viewers and listeners. So essentially what's going to happen is we're going to have regular guests on. No set schedule when this is going to be going out, but we're going to have guests on, do a little interview segment, and then we get to the game as we all know it. Or you don't, you'll find out.
It really just depends.
I got real tired of being formal real fast. I was like, all right, time to shut down the influencer part. Fuck this. Adam, tell me about the tattoo. What'd you get?
I got a ladybug. Just a black and white ladybug, just like everything else that I have is black and white. It was Rose Rice out at Aurelius Body Art on the side of the trail.
Yeah.
She's a new artist out there.
I've seen them post about her.
Yeah, she does really good stuff. This is one of her first few attempts at realism, and I think it turned out really good. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen it healed yet, but it is still very fresh. But from what I can see, whenever it's actually, right after we were done, it's really good.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I got my punk rock inspired Fleischer Superman tattoo.
Yeah.
There, which I failed so hard at setting up touch up.
Oh, did you?
Touch ups for it. So, well, I've got until October, and now it's September, so I need to send that message so bad. Mm-hmm. Also, for our listeners, you might be aware that we're filming a movie called Rat Songs right now, and we just shot Adam's scenes last night.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. At least most people did. I was dying because I did not take care of myself on 3 hours of sleep.
As Vinny is wont to do.
Yep. Didn't eat. Didn't drink any water. Hold on, real quick.
I'm not gonna do that.
It's smooth.
Smooth.
So yeah, we just shot your scenes last night in the midst of all that chaos. Our first night in the basement location. I don't really want to reveal what your part is yet.
No.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun for some people. Some people will know what's up, and those who don't, I think they'll get some entertainment out of just the absurdity of it.
Yeah,
but
one of the things that we were laughing about last night is, and just keeping it. This is still keeping it vague. It would be really, really funny if nobody laughed at it.
Yeah, we were saying this could go. There are only two acceptable ways this can go. Either people are entertained and they're laughing about it, or just dead silence, and then I'm laughing my ass off because that's so funny. Because so much effort went into that shoot last night. Because it's less than a page. I think it's 7/8 a page, and it's so on paper it's so simple of an idea, but in order to capture that idea, I think what we did. 8 different shot setups, and just bringing in a tripod, putting it on the back of a toilet, basically recreated a shot from the Indiscriminate Way to Mondays. In a way. But which if you haven't seen Adam in Indiscriminate Way to Mondays, you fucked up your whole life. So
it's a good one.
But yeah, so I think yesterday was a 6-hour day for what will maybe amount to a minute worth of screen time.
At that.
Filmmaking, kids.
At that.
It's not for the impatient.
Wow.
But so tell us about last night on set and whatever you can without being too in detail about what the part is and everything.
Yeah. No, it was a whole lot of fun. It took the location we're in is super cool. It's right next to the school I grew up in.
Okay.
Grew up going to, and I was actually talking to my mom earlier. I was trying to figure out where, I always wanted to know what that house looked like on the inside because I drive by every day and I park right where the entrance is to Raven Rock.
Okay.
And I'd smoke weed. So so I'd always look there and I'd be like, are they gonna come out? Are they gonna who lives there? Are they gonna catch me? What if it's a cop? And it turns out it's just some really cool person. I don't know if that was the original owners whenever I was smoking weed there, but
yeah.
But no, it was really, really nice. A lot of the people that are in the cast are very fresh and very new.
Oh yeah.
And I had actually got to Ian was filming something, and me and him were talking, and I was like, dude, you're good, you're taking direction very well, and you're not he's really fleshed out his character, which is super, super cool to see for somebody, especially somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience in the acting frontier.
Yeah, we didn't really have him in mind for anything because originally Chris C.D. Bailey, who's the writer and director of the movie, he initially wanted to put him in, and then I was a little on the fence because while we were doing Ian's documentary, which hasn't come out yet, it'll be coming out soon, but while we were doing that, he had made some reference to not being able to really memorize stuff. And so when Chris threw him out there the first time, it was almost an immediate no for me because I was like, oh, if you can't learn lines, I mean, there's so much dialogue in this movie. If you can't learn lines, we can't use them. And then I don't know if that got back to him. I definitely said it to him at one point. But I don't know if that got back to him before auditions or what, because he came into auditions with a vengeance.
Guns blazing.
Had his shit memorized.
With a point to prove.
Yeah, with a point to prove. And more than prove his point, which was that he could memorize dialogue, he performed it so fucking well. And
that's awesome.
Yeah. It was cast on site. As soon as he did that, I was like, yeah, we'll see other people, but they're gonna have to be really good, for Ian to lose that part.
But no, it was a really, really fun shoot. Like I said, everybody's still very fresh. It makes me feel like I'm only 26, but it makes me feel old, and it kind of makes me excited whenever people get into hobbies that I've been into because this is the longest hobby, I guess is a weird way to put it because I've been doing it my whole life. But seeing people get into a space that you're very, very familiar with, or at least adjacently familiar with, because I've only done filming stuff for sketches with you. I've only ever done that except for whenever I was 8 or 9 and my dad got me a laptop with a webcam on it and I tried to be a YouTuber.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which was just me putting out 30-second videos saying hi and then random shit and then putting a weird effect on it.
Sounds about like an 8 or 9-year-old on YouTube.
Yeah, it was great. I scrubbed my entire YouTube page clean of that.
Tell me you downloaded them though.
No.
Dude, when you're 40, you're going to be like, oh man, I wish I still had those videos.
No, when I'm 40, I'm going to be like, damn, I'm so glad that I scrubbed the internet
of
those.
No, I just mean on a personal level, that you could go back and look at and going, little Adam.
No, little Adam. Trust me, there's plenty more to find.
I'm way too precious about stuff like that. I'm a very sentimental person when it comes to preserving what's perceived to be important to me. So if I had little videos like that, I would fucking die to have them.
Well, I'm also lucky where I've been a lot of my formative years we had social media.
Right.
So in essence, and with Apple, like the iCloud and everything's backed up.
Yeah.
So like I was looking at my phone the other day. Some of the first pictures I have in my iCloud were me at like a concert whenever I turned 16.
Oh, okay. I thought it would go back to like that.
No. No. I'm not that, but there is. That's the weird thing is like now there's kids who like scrapbooks are a thing of the past because they're just be like, oh, well, we have this slideshow.
It makes me sad. Like I understand it, but it makes me a little sad. And like and people are starting to come back to analog a little bit more because I think they've grown up in this world where this stuff is not necessarily forever. It might be in their iCloud, but that doesn't mean it's it's infallible. And there is something special to a tangibility. And
I was gonna say I have seen a big resurgence of like physical media.
Yeah,
like because that's something you can hold. Yeah, and it's almost like a weird thing that you can like I own this.
And I want to say I knew it the whole time. I never gave up. All these friends of mine who were giving away their fucking DVDs and Blu-rays.
I would say the Blu-ray collection still stands.
And I was like, who's gonna be sitting pretty when this comes back around? When Netflix says, no, you can't watch Alvin and the Chipmunks anymore.
Dude,
that was the first thing that came up.
I was watching, or I was scrolling through YouTube the other day, and I found a video compilation. It's like an hour and a half of like early 2000s commercials, and it was just commercials on like loop. Yeah, and one of the commercials that did not age very well at all, not for bad reasons, but like it was a Blockbuster commercial, and they were like taking jabs at Netflix.
Oh wow!
Yeah, where they were like, because the whole thing with Netflix,
so it didn't age well in like hindsight.
Yeah. Well, the whole premise of the commercial was they were like, oh, with Netflix you have to send it back to it through the mail.
Oh wow!
But with Blockbuster you can order the movie, get it sent to your house, and then just go to your local Blockbuster and swap it out.
I think that says something about the nature of commercials because essentially I don't think they're supposed to be evergreen. It's nice when one comes around like the fucking Campbell's soup commercial, where the kid melts from the snowman. And it's like, okay, you know what? Aside from like video quality of it, that's still timeless. Good. Like that's a timeless premise. And it looks great. They did a great job with the melting effect, for the time. But like something like that, where it's like, we're just trying to stay alive here. Let's attack them on whatever front we can. I mean, it made sense for the time at least. Absolutely. But no, it did not age well because
not at all.
They're like, all right, guess what? You don't have to send it back anymore.
Well, that was the weird thing. And like, have you ever drove past the mall in Ashland?
I mean, I've been to the mall in Ashland.
If you keep going, like whenever you get off the bridge, off of 52, like whenever you turn to go towards like the mall, that main bridge there to get into Ashland. Yeah. From the Ohio side, if you keep going straight, you keep driving. There's a hibachi place, and then after that, there's a Blockbuster. There's like an old an old Blockbuster that's like
closed.
Closed and dilapidated, but it's almost like a liminal. It's one of those things.
Because you look in the window and it's just these empty. Yeah. Are there even shelves inside anymore?
I don't know. I haven't checked it. But the thing is, I would go there sometimes. I knew somebody who lived nearby there, and I'd drive by, and it would be like dusk, so you'd get the dusk sun effect through the trees, and like looking at this like broke down Blockbuster. And it looks like something that would be out of like a zombie movie. Yeah. Like in a. What is it, 28 Days Later? Yeah. It looks like it would be something from that.
That's cool. You know they shot that on video?
That's how movies work.
No. I mean, they shot it on video.
Like on actual film?
Well, I need to look in. I shouldn't bring up facts without knowing more about it.
I know what you're saying because I heard something about that.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've just heard it said they shot it on video. I don't know if it's like VHS tapes.
I think it might have been like very early digital that they had used or something like that. I don't know. I'm not very familiar.
I don't know.
But I still haven't seen 28 Days Later.
It looks too good to be on like just some random VHS cameras.
Right.
So maybe there's VHS or like maybe they shot it on Betamax.
Or something like that.
I need to look into that. That'll be some housekeeping for a future episode.
In 2 weeks, Vinny's gonna be like, guys, I come to you with head in hand.
Yeah,
I am so sorry. A couple weeks ago, I had misspoke about what medium.
One of my classic front-facing videos. Like, hey, guess what? A couple weeks ago, I said that. Really wrench up the energy for that one. Okay. Just circle back to what we were talking about.
But the film, the shoot, super fun. There was a lot of really fun, like, kind of cast building moments. Really, because one of my favorite things is I love performing and I love acting. I love getting to put on a show. But one of my favorite things is you really get to know all the people that you essentially work with. And you guys kind of put, little pieces of yourself into each role. So you get to see kind of you kind of have an intimacy with the people around you. And that's ever more present in especially like film shoots because there's a lot of downtime. Yeah. Especially, or at least for actors. So I got to talk to everybody. It was super fun. We had a lot of really good laughs. And the crew was always professional. It was great.
Yeah, be advised on that. If you know anyone who does film and stuff, and you're ever curious to like go visit them on set and stuff, just be aware it's a lot of downtime. It's a lot of breaking down from this angle to set up for this one. And then if something's not working, we got to run it a couple different ways to figure it out.
I think Kayla, she was saying that Blockbuster.
So we've got so there'll also be kind of a live element to this for the listeners later. We'll be reading chat out on occasion, and looks like Kayla Holbrook is in chat on YouTube. Said, "I know what Blockbuster you're talking about. You go to my parents' house that way." And Derek, we got a Sunday morning activity planned in the near future to go look. You know what?
Absolutely.
There it is. That's what I'll do. Is for the viewers or for the listeners, whatever. We'll visit that Blockbuster. We'll try and visit it like right at that moment you're talking about. Take that photo,
that'd be fun.
Throw it up.
It's super cool.
And then I'll look inside and we'll answer the question: Are there shelves? The question that's on everybody's tongue.
Everybody's asking. Everybody's been asking.
The Ashland Blockbuster. Does it Blockbuster? Specifically, does the Ashland Blockbuster have shelves?
The perennial question.
I think we've done a really good job at putting together a good cast and crew. We got lucky that it seems like everyone gels pretty well. Everyone's, as far as I can tell, having a good time. And where I was in such poor health yesterday, that was one of the main things on my mind. I was like, I'm ruining this for everybody.
No, we were fine
because I just didn't eat.
Yeah. I did fist fight Travis out back a few times, but
but he had it coming.
He had it coming.
Travis is. You'll probably see him on the show in the future. Travis,
the third Herman brother.
He's joined the crew, helping out with lighting. Last night was helping out with because I had the shakes and everything. I couldn't hold the camera, so he was running camera. But it's been a nice camaraderie, and the way we do things. I've been kind of railing against the term indie filmmaker as it applies to myself, at least. Only because, and I'm starting to get to a point where I'm like, okay, I can understand where some frustration with being a filmmaker comes from and stuff. But it has been my perception lately that there's so much gatekeeping in indie film. And so many bad attitudes about what it is you're doing. It's like, sure, if you want to do this, it's like, blah, blah, oh my God, I've got to go do this shit and stuff. Just stop doing it.
Yeah.
If you don't like what you're doing, stop doing it. There's plenty of Walmarts.
So that's like a second to sit down.
So what I've been kind of labeling this production and myself as lately is this is a DIY film. And I am a DIY filmmaker.
Right.
Now, do I want to get to a point where we can pay people? Absolutely. Yesterday on set, they kept trying to hang up stuff that was copyrighted, and I kept having to pull it down and go, guys, we're trying to sell this for distribution. We can't have copyrighted stuff in the background because we don't have permission to use it. So, so stuff like that. So I'm trying to get people paid on the back end of this one at least. At least our like lead actors because they're putting in a shit ton of time.
Yeah, and then a big chunk of money to me.
Yes, yeah,
just for fun. Even though I had
a restitution of being let go.
I had 2 lines in the entire film.
Yeah. But no, yeah, we like because I think T is driving from like 2 hours away to do this.
Yeah, that's stuff. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I want to get to that place where I'm like a legitimate indie filmmaker, like paying everybody right up front and everything, but we are just not at that level yet.
Yeah, and I think that DIY there is a very big connotative difference between DIY and indie, and that also applies to like the music scene too.
Yeah,
because there's indie music, which is independent music, independent artists, but that are basically their own label. But then there's the DIY scene is much different.
Yeah,
because like you said, the indie scene, it does get gatekeeping. Like it very much does turn into like a festering pot of pretentiousness.
Yeah.
Whereas with DIY, you're gonna see somebody else doing something, and you're gonna be like, oh hell yeah! Like, and you're gonna be like, why didn't I think of that?
Exactly.
And instead of them being like, oh well, you just don't know, blah blah blah, they're like, oh, this is how I did it.
Yeah.
Like this is a technique that you can use. This is how we got around this. This is like this technique helped with that, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a lot more constructive.
I think it's more collaborative.
That's the word.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what I've been kind of calling this production to myself lately. Because on the other side of that too, it's part of the gatekeeping thing is like a big attitude is like, if you don't have money to pay literally everybody on set, don't make movies. Fuck that. Kevin Smith himself told me to make movies. But yeah, fuck that, man. Because how are you ever supposed to learn if you're of a certain tax bracket,
Yeah.
There is no world right now in which I could possibly put together enough money to make a legitimate film.
Yeah.
And I'm using air quotes when I say that for the audio listeners. I gotta remember that we're live right now.
audio listeners, Vinny is not moving at all.
And if you don't think I want to pay everybody on set, that's absolutely what I want to do. That's what I'm working towards. I would love to get paid on set one of these days. Every dime we've ever made off of any of this stuff has always gone right back into STC to help fund whatever we're trying to do. And this is going to be no different. I'm conceptualizing a horror movie for next year that I really hope we get to do.
Yeah.
And for that one, I would like to pay people. So if we sell this for distribution,
right,
I'm going to use that money to make that movie and pay our actors. Granted, it'll be 3 actors, but
yeah. Which me and Vinny had talked about this the other day. But this is it's going to be a very cool concept.
Yeah. I hesitate to say anything more on it right now. Well, especially because like I'm muddying the waters too much as it is. Like, look, granted, it's subject to change.
It's subject to change.
There's a reason I named the company that, but we got random Pokemon card videos coming out. There's this shit. We got the STC games. I keep talking about this damn documentary. Where's that? And now we're making the movie. So, like, I got to start like playing some stuff close to the chest. Not because I don't want to talk about it, or because it's like, oh, it's never going to happen. But like, why would you do it? It took so long to do.
Look at the for our audio listeners. There's a dummy behind
the dummy from Sweded Die Hard,
and it's sitting right behind us, like in between us. And it had its arms folded, and I pulled it out because this is the hands. They put too much effort in their hands.
So weird. They are, and they're the only thing on it that's like that too. The feet aren't like that or anything. It's
that's weird. So.
People who saw Sweded Die Hard, you would have seen this dummy a couple times, but specifically the way it's stressed when I tumbled down the stairs with it. Yeah, and it's got beer goggles on, and it's got the wig from that moment on it too. I was like, we got to put something more in here. I'm gonna zhuzh this up more as we go. I had so little time today. I needed to figure out how to set up the equipment, and that seems to be going well. I'm seeing levels, so it's like you get what you get right now. But it's also a free live show, and it's gonna go up on Patreon. But
creative jargon.
We've got creative jargon in the chat. Hat Chat leader himself loved taking Pantone with Adam yesterday.
Oh yeah, I love talking Pantone. Me and Travis.
Talking Pantone.
Me and Travis got into a very big conversation about Pantone colors.
You go ahead and talk about Pantone.
Yeah. So it all started when John Pantone.
We were talking about how people have like monopolies on things, though.
Yeah. It kind of just the industrialization of art is the overarching concept of it.
Yeah, like it started with like kind of a discussion about film studios, and like half the reason film studios operate the way they do today is because of the monopoly that Edison had on the industry at one time, and their way of rebelling against that was to establish the system that we now all hate.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
But that was just one of the many conversations that happened on set yesterday. And it was a whole lot of fun. Like I said, it's always great. I love riffing with people. I love coming up with new ideas.
Yeah.
And I really like to see that flourish, especially in a small place like Portsmouth.
Well, and you're always a good time on set. Dude, if you weren't leaving, which would take me to my next question, if you weren't leaving, you'd be in almost everything.
Oh, thank you.
Except for the horror movie.
That's fair.
Because we need like two people who look like they're 17.
Well, I don't look 17. Yeah. I don't look 17.
There's just something about like your full beard and your bald head that kind of doesn't sell me on 17.
I'm 15. I'm 15 years old. I work night shift.
You know what? I believe it. As much as you drank.
Oh God. Yeah.
I would say this: you look incredibly healthy and good for how far you took that addiction.
Oh yeah,
it was. That can really play hell on your skin, especially.
It can. Yeah, I was very, very lucky to bounce back the way that I do. I was thinking about it the other day. It was just me kind of getting sappy because I want to do. Or well, I'll save that for a minute because it seemed like you were going to ask a question that I can tie into.
Yeah. So the reason you're probably going to be showing up in less and less STC stuff, not forever, obviously as it's possible, we're going to be doing more stuff. But you're moving away, man. You're going off to film school in Seattle.
Yes, sir.
So, first of all, tell us what you're going to be studying out there, and then just your thoughts on it. Are you excited? Are you scared?
No, yeah, I'm going to be pursuing my bachelor's in arts in filmmaking. They have a really, really, really neat program. It's at the Seattle Film Institute. I think it's the Pacific Northwest only accredited film program. So I'm super, super stoked on that. I'm more so. I am scared to move out there, not in the sense that I don't like, not to like give myself a pat on the back. It's like, but like I know that I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna study. I'm not really scared about the courses and everything,
right?
But I am on the proverbial other side of the country. Mm-hmm. Like I literally could not get farther away if I wanted to. The only way I could get farther away is if I went to fucking Hawaii.
Yeah.
Or Russia, or outside of the contiguous United States. So there's a little
within the continental United States.
Yeah. But no, I am scared, but I'm more so excited. It's a very, very fun scenario, and I'm very, very lucky to kind of get this opportunity, especially considering where I was like just 2 years ago, 3 years ago is probably about the worst that I was at. Being able to, be or this is what I was gonna get at is like the other night I was at a baseball game. I was at a Reds baseball game with my now former boss, who I was super lucky to be able to work for because he let me kind of cut my teeth as a designer and gave me responsibilities and took me back after I went to fucking detox.
Yeah.
And let me come back and kind of prove myself. And I brought my dad with me to the Reds game, because I wanted to share in that moment with him. And looking back 3 years ago, if he would have asked me where I was, I would have been well, first of all, I probably would have said some smart ass I'm only worried about right now. But no, like if you would have genuinely asked me, I would have said that I would have either ended my own life or I would have ended up in a ditch somewhere, or behind bars. I don't know. But I really am lucky that I'm at the point now where I get to experience and produce love at the most intimate level and the most basic level.
Yeah.
Like I have a really, really good support system, and I have a really, really good team behind me, just in my day-to-day life, which is kind of the sappy thing that I like to talk about because I don't know, life is full of really weird moments, and I've caught myself basking in the glory of it a lot more lately.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's some weird near-death experience thing. I'm I don't know. I think that it's really fun to experience situations.
Yeah.
Because I get to experience what everybody else experiences, but I also experience the people experiencing it. There's this weird, and this is purely tangential at this point, and we will get back on the rails. But I was reading something the other day, or I'd seen a video or something of somebody experiencing a similar phenomenon, quote unquote. But it's the ability to see things for what they are and see people experiencing life. I love going to public events.
Yeah.
And I love being nearby when things are happening. It's kind of eavesdropping.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody.
I mean, in a way, it's also it's people watching.
Yeah, really. Yeah, just really, really people watching is a good way to put it. But you get to experience those stories.
Yeah.
And you get to experience your own little context clues for everybody, because somebody will be on the phone and they'll be like, "Well, is he okay?" And you're like, "Okay, well, obviously something's wrong," and you get to experience the human condition.
Yeah.
As a human, which is always weirded me the fuck out.
And now you embrace it.
And now I fully embrace it because that's something that is truly, truly artistic and truly beautiful, because there's no other phenomenon that can describe it other than pure luck.
Well, I mean,
Travis, Adam joined the human race chat. Yeah,
I realize how much of artist Adam is, and but because he doesn't say it, Adam joined the human race chat. But I've definitely experienced humans differently on the other side of sobriety and being 30. Yes.
Yeah.
My brother Travis Herman is also a recovering addict. And I won't air out any specifics. That'll be his story to tell, which he has in his documentary, I Quit My Job to Become an Artist. And I'm probably getting that wrong because I say it wrong every time. But anyways, go to the Creative Jargon YouTube channel. Check that out. But what I was going to say is that, I don't want to take the word luck from you. I mean, that's your way of expressing it. From my perspective, I would say there is also an extreme amount of willpower involved in that too. There was self-awareness. There was the ability to make yourself go through that hard part of getting sober and staying there. And you shouldn't take that away from yourself, because so many more people do not find that within themselves.
Yeah.
And so that's really something to be celebrated and acknowledged, that you have that within you. You have that mental capacity and power.
Thank you. It's kind of I'll agree that luck is probably a bad term for it, because there is a lot of work that went into it. But no, I think it's more so just like my eyes open up. It's like, and in the weirdest way, it's like things suck. Like things suck. That sucks. Everything sucks. So
what's good?
What are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna sit there and wallow in the suck?
Yeah.
Or are you going to get up, keep trudging, and find
what doesn't suck for you?
Yeah. It's like you can't experience the sun for 12 hours without getting burnt. Like,
yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. That was our first day on Rat Songs.
Gosh, yeah, I saw. It was funny as hell, because I was in that group chat. He just posted pictures of some of you guys. Like, you were outside all day, probably the hottest days of the year. It was bad.
I was wearing the outfit that I wore on the first day we did the Indiscriminate Way to Mondays, where we were indoors. And this is a Superman shirt of mine, where I've cut the sleeves off and cut slits in the back. Luckily, there was not like a cheetah pattern on my back. There was like a light one that kind of lasted for one day and went away. But yeah, I'm still suffering the farmer's tan from that day.
It's fun. I finally recovered from my watch tan, where I wore my watch. I wore my watch all summer, and then I lost it at a hotel.
That's part of why, because if you'll see me out at a function and stuff, like, I'll do it up. I've got my wrist accoutrement on and stuff. But like, the reason I won't wear it every day is because I don't want those tan.
Yeah.
And then you're wearing it just to hide it, and then you're adding more to kind of hide the seams. It's a vicious cycle. I can't do it. Also, I'm lazy.
That too. I also don't believe in time. All right, so what's this show about?
So, wrapping up the interview conversation portion, we're going to go ahead and move into the gamified portion of STC. So those who are watching the show can see behind us that there is, in fact, a bulletin board with, right now I believe I've got 12 cards up there. Each card has anything from a game, a topic of discussion, on an improv game or acting exercise, and just really anything we can think of that fits an audio medium and can also still be entertaining for the viewing audience. And we also have darts laid out on the table right in front of us here. Now, a new element I want to open up on this show is that because we're doing it live, if anyone has any suggestions for a card that can go on the board, I will write that live while we're doing the show, pop that on the board, and then who knows, we might hit it. But you'll have to leave that in the chat, and I'll be monitoring that while we play the game. But our guest always goes first, so Adam, if you don't mind, go ahead and... Yeah, of course that didn't.
Dang it, I was really hoping that would be really cool.
He tried to throw it behind his back. I have done things like that before. There you go. I need to move, too. I always forget that.
What if I hit the big piece of paper that says with special guest Adam Lucas?
You win a prize! It's the biggest thing on there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw the dart, and then we'll check the chat, and then we'll do the dart. Oh, nice. Okay. I think that might be one of the new ones I just added to.
Let's hope.
So.
Let's hope.
All right. The reason they are turned away is so we don't know what we hit.
Yeah.
So first, before we reveal this card, let's go ahead and check in with chat because I've seen a lot dump in there. Kayla Holbrook says, well, Adam, I am proud of you where you are today, and I'm so excited to see where your growth takes you. Hell yeah, that goes double for me. Creative jargon, party guest improv. There we've got that, but that is a 3 or more card. So some cards will be if I have 2 guests, because they just really don't work with one-on-one. Cards Against Humanity, that is not up on that board. It's good for an audio medium, but it's not good for just two people.
Yeah, because I will win.
Yeah.
In a game of heads up.
We'd have to flip a coin, and well, honestly, whoever goes first is gonna be the winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Creative Darkin also says, "Shoot, I don't know how to convey who you would be secretly." I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about there. But yeah, party guests, party quirks is a card that we have for when we have more guests.
Oh yeah.
Now, right now, great transition, me. Right now, we have a card in hand that Adam just picked off the board with his dart throwing, and it is movie game.
Okay, I am a god at movie game.
I don't know. So, you've been here when Micah's been here at gatherings.
Yes,
for that.
At your birthday.
Yeah. Micah's pretty damn good at that game. He's a contender for the title.
It's me and Micah against the world. If you put us together, we win.
I have a replica WWE European Championship belt. Not a replica. It's like one of the ones you would get at Walmart or whatever. Right. But maybe we should make that the movie game championship. Yeah, that would be fun. All right, so if you're not familiar, the movie game is a card game, kind of like Cards Against Humanity, created by Barats and Beretta, SourceFed, and Valley folks. One Joe Beretta. We're going to go ahead and just keep it to the main game for this, but I also have the TV movie game expansion pack. But essentially what the game does is it takes the prompt for two movies, the synopsis really, and kind of merges them together. And based on that prompt, you're supposed to guess what is the movie merge title. So, as an example, first card here. Federal investigators are informed of Kaiser Soze, a criminal mastermind who pumped a movie full of so many 80s and 90s testosterone-jacked action stars that you are pregnant after reading this clue. And the answer to that is the usual suspect... this is so hard to say. The usual suspects expendables. That's a really hard one to say. I'm pretty sure I said it wrong.
Even just from the description, I was not going to get that. So I'm glad we have that one out.
I immediately knew what the second one was. Not even because I had the card in hand.
The second one I knew, but the first one
but yeah, that is actually a very clear idea of how complicated the immersion of the fusion of the two movie titles can be.
It's like the equivalent to Before and After in Jeopardy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get started, man.
All right,
you go ahead and go first,
Vinny. The matriarch of a superpowered family goes back to hero work, leaving Dad behind to care for their Dustin Hoffman in a dress.
Dustin Hoffman in a dress. Oh, what is that one? Okay, so the first one is definitely The Incredibles. God, what is the second one? Give me clue number 2. Each card has a clue for each movie.
Jessica Lange scored an Oscar.
Jessica Lange scored an Oscar.
Dustin Hoffman in a dress and Jessica Lange.
I don't have this one. I don't know the second movie.
You were very, very, very close. It's The Incredibles Tootsie.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Incredibles 2 and Tootsie.
I only know about Tootsie because of jokes.
Oh, that's
fair. I've heard people make jokes about it, so that is my entire reference to Tootsie.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking The Graduate for some reason, but I was having trouble merging them, and I was like, it's impossible. There's no way to merge
The Incredibles.
Yeah. You know what? That kind of works. Get on that one, Joe Beretta.
Yeah, get on that one, Joe Beretta.
The game is out of print, but he said he occasionally writes down new ideas for cards and maybe wants to return to it someday.
That'd be fun.
All right, my turn. Really Adam's turn to guess. What do we want to take this to? 3?
Sure.
First of three. In a Lychian Los Angeles, an amnesiac attempts to uncover the clues behind her auto accident that involved a muscle car manned by Nicolas Cage after he escaped hell to avenge his daughter and save his grandchild from an insane cult.
Jesus Christ. I don't think I've seen either of these.
I think you'd definitely be aware of the first one.
Say it again.
A Lychian Los Angeles, in an Lychian Los Angeles, an amnesiac attempts to uncover the clues behind her auto accident that involved a muscle car manned by Nicolas Cage after he escaped hell to avenge his daughter and save his grandchild from an insane cult.
So is the second one Ghost Rider 2?
No. Oh, I like that.
I don't think I've seen either of these. Damn.
Did you give?
Give me hint one.
Hint one. A famous road.
Route 66?
Nope.
No.
Very much nope.
Martin Luther King Boulevard. 2nd Street.
Nope.
42nd Street.
2nd Street is not famous. Don't give Portsmouth that much credit. They're not trying to shit on the place, but let's be fucking real.
No, there's a lot of 2nd Streets. Every town has one.
You don't know
True. What's the second hint?
The second hint, think road rage. So it's kind of another...
Cars Tootsie.
Cars Tootsie. No.
Yeah, I've got nothing.
Mulholland Drive Angry.
Mulholland Drive Angry.
Yeah. I was really surprised you didn't have that first one.
No. I know of David Lynch.
Okay.
I'm familiar with his work and I'm familiar with some of his philosophy, but I haven't seen a lot of his stuff.
Hey. Neither have I. I have not seen a lot.
I think the only thing I've ever seen of David Lynch's is that little short thing that he did on Netflix. It was like a 15-20 minute long movie. Is like What's Wrong with Jack, or What Did Jack Do? And it's him talking to a monkey.
Huh. And
it's like very much like film noir like themed. It's really good. It was really weird, but it was really good.
Checking in with chat here. Creative Jargon says cinema changed with Cars 2.
Damn right. You're damn right it did.
That's what got me into film.
Okay. Tracy Turnblad dances her way onto the Corny Collins show, where she attempts to integrate an autistic savant with a capacity for numbers and counting fallen toothpicks.
Hairspray Man.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. That's amazing.
Right. First card.
Hairspray Man. You got a lot of Dustin Hoffman tonight.
I know.
This is the second Dustin Hoffman in a row.
Me and Dustin like that, so makes sense. A woman is forced to navigate raging white water by a couple of killers. Hold on. A woman is forced to navigate raging white water by a couple of killers on the run from two steampunk cowboys with Wicca Wicca style.
So, the second one is Wild Wild West. Say the first, or give it to me again.
A woman is forced to navigate raging white water by a couple of killers on the run from two steampunk cowboys with Wicca Wicca style.
Give me hint one.
Hint one is Meryl Streep almost drowned during production. That's a pretty good hint. Sometimes Joe Beretta gives like terrible hints on this, but that's a pretty good hint if you know the movie.
I know which movie they're talking about, but I forget the name of it. I know the second one's Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So it's got to go into wild.
Is it Into the Wild Wild West? Because that's the first thing that's popping in my head. So wild. Olivia Wild Wild West. No, I only know Wild Wild West. What is it?
It is The River Wild Wild West.
The River Wild Wild West. Okay. Man. Why don't they make one of these cars that has good...
When he came into the game, he was the champion. let this be a lesson in humility. All right.
Hey, the game's still young. We're going
Creative
through.
jargon in chat says Bruce Campbell was in Cars 2.
Was
he?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Hey, sometimes he messes with people. Sometimes that Travis kid, he messes with people.
The champ has been tested. Well, on your birthday, I was going.
You were nailing it that night.
Hope my very large Southeastern European restauranteering family accept my fiance, who is from the 80s and specializes in crooning during events where nuptials are the highlight. You got that.
Okay, the second one is the wedding singer.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the first hint.
Opposite title. Your tiny, skinny Hellenic divorce.
Oh, my big fat Greek wedding singer.
Damn it.
My big fat Greek wedding singer.
Let's go to 5. Actually, let's go until I win. And then as soon as I get one more than you, I win.
Oh, we gotta keep show moving.
All right, give me a good one, damn it.
Okay, let me look at this one.
No, just use it.
Okay, no, yeah,
Just use
I
it.
believe you can.
No,
do
don't
one.
give me a
I believe
handicap.
in you. Get off my plane, screamed the president as he kicked the holy living revisionist history hell out of the insane douchebags that murdered Sharon Tate.
Get the hell off my plane. I know that one.
Get off my plane, screamed the president as he kicked the holy living revisionist history hell out of the insane douchebags that murdered Sharon Tate.
Oh my god. I am not on it today.
Wow, really?
I am not. What is hint 1?
Hint 1, rhyme title, Bear Horse Gun.
So Air Force One. What's the second?
Second hint, this one doesn't help. Pitt's first Oscar role. Well, it tells you that Brad Pitt's in it.
So wait, give me this. Give it to me one more time.
Get off my plane, screamed the president as he kicked the holy living revisionist history hell out of the insane douchebags that murdered Sharon Tate.
Air Force Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Got it. He's on the board. He's on the board, everyone.
Damn. That took me a second.
Yeah.
I was worried.
I was like, whoa, you don't know these ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it took me a second.
Wait a minute.
Because I was like, what the fuck's going on?
I almost grabbed the card.
I'm going from in the middle of...
Hey, okay.
Oh, dang it. Oh, wait, no. Actually, you might know this one. You might not know this one.
Now he's excited. He was excited for me to know them, and now he's excited for me not to know.
Yeah, I hate Vinny. A wrestling-loving boy with Down syndrome flees his care facility on a backcountry aquatic road trip to avoid catching the nasty bug that was birthed deep inside Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy insides.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
I'll be surprised if you've seen the first one.
Is the first one What's Eating Gilbert Grape? No? Okay.
Oh.
That's the first thing that I thought. A wrestling-loving boy with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Flees his care facility on a backcountry aquatic road trip to avoid catching the nasty bug that was birthed deep inside Gwyneth Paltrow's goopy insides.
First hint?
Alt title, The Creamy Brown Spread Bird of Prey.
Oh, okay. Peanut Butter Falcon. It was the second hint. I haven't seen that movie. You're right.
Feels like a documentary after these COVID times. I would say that one's not very good.
Peanut Butter Falcontagion.
Jesus fucking Christ, Vinny!
See, that's part of the game that most people don't really think about when they first play it. And it's not saying it's your first time playing it, but I've noticed this.
I'm not saying it's your first time playing it, but I kind of won.
I have noticed this with first timers is that they think too hard about whether they've seen it or not, and not context clues.
Right. Well, that's what I was trying. That's what I was trying with Air Force
One. Because I'm aware of so many movies that I haven't watched. Yeah.
Well, that's what got me about that one fucking hot rod Nick Cage one. I was like, is that just fucking Ghost Rider?
Yeah,
Like,
because you hear Drive Angry, and you're like, oh yeah, that was a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so I won movie game. That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
With an asterisk.
With an asterisk. I wasn't challenging for the title, all right? Consider yourself lucky.
Consider yourself lucky. He just knows I wasn't on my A game. I just ate a bunch of hamburgers before I came here. So
yeah. You know, every time I have hamburger, I can't remember movies too.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
Handburger.
Handburger. Well, now, okay, good. I'm glad we got to the hamburger segment of the show.
You guys, we've now gotten to the hamburger part.
If you guys have made it this far. No, it's my turn.
I know, I'm getting out of the way.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I always forget that we're using actual metal darts.
Yeah. That was close to that one.
Pretty close. Do you want to consider it?
Yeah, I'd say let's just.
That way I don't have to write a new card.
That's a good rule. Like, it's just whichever one is closest to.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
Impromptu D&D.
Impromptu D&D? Oh, shit.
One we've never done. It's been on there forever, and we don't... Oh! I forgot to get the dice and bring them up here.
Oh, no, what a shame.
We're not going to do impromptu D&D.
That's crazy.
What if forever this card gets skipped? We've gotten this card 4 times before, and we have skipped it every time. We're gonna do impromptu D&D.
We're gonna do it one day.
I'm gonna throw a different dart.
Throw a different dart.
Then DM on the fly, have him roll or flip a coin. Now, I meant to bring... Okay, legitimately, because I knew the card was on there, I did mean to bring up my dice from downstairs. But I don't want to do that much editing, and I don't want to just leave and go do that.
Do you think I'm not entertaining?
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Do you want to do impromptu D&D?
No.
Okay. When we finally do it, I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be fun as hell. But yeah,
that sounds like a great thing for you guys.
No, that one's two.
That's
2 in the middle.
That's 2 in the middle.
Yeah, at that point where it's bullshit.
Oh,
god damn it! I'm hitting all those spaces that aren't cards. I'm really good at darts, guys. Fuck me!
Vinny.
Alright, well...
You breathe. You breathe for 1 second, and you look at where you want to throw that dart. Okay, so we're doing the pink one.
Alright, yeah!
It was... Truth, no dare.
Wow, okay.
So,
is this one of the ones that requires a generator?
Yes, use question generators to ask each other questions.
Go ahead and bring one up on your phone.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'll bring one up on my computer here. Okay, Google.com. I'm trying not to leave any dead space. Google.com.
You're using Chrome.
Shut up.
Vinny!
I'm twice your age. You let me internet how I want.
Vinny!
Right.
I'm
not twice your age. I'm like 10 years older than you.
You're using Chrome and you just typed in Google.com into the Chrome search bar.
The sad thing is I know exactly what he's talking about. So it's not like I'm even that technologically illiterate. I'm just used to typing in Google.com. I mean, it will fill it out, but I haven't used this laptop for, search that much, so it doesn't fill out when I hit G. But...
Right, but it's the principle, man. Chrome,
look,
you just type your question. Type your search.
I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I won't apologize for it.
You should.
Truth or dare generator.
That's... Vincent Herman.
He's so offended by this.
Not really offended. More so just like,
All right, what do we want to do? Do we want to do popular, crazy, party, spicy?
well, spicy means one of us is showing our wieners.
Well, we're not doing the dares, though. Just the truth.
Well, they could ask, the truth could be, what does your wiener look like? And only use a picture.
Well, then any of the listeners won't know.
They won't know.
Effectively eliminated. Or it might drive up Patreon.
It's on Patreon. If you go on Patreon, you can find all of us hanging hog.
We're doing this naked. Somehow they're not kicking us off YouTube.
I don't know. You can do whichever one you want.
Let's go with popular.
That's just popular.
Okay, if you could change one thing on your body, what would it be?
My hair.
That's fair. Yeah.
I wish I wasn't going bald. I used to have really long. Did I tell you I used to have? Or you probably saw whenever I had long
hair. Yeah, I think you have shown me a picture.
Yeah,
when you were younger.
I used to have hair down to my ass whenever I was in high school. Like, I had super long hair.
When did the balding start?
Really, whenever I hit about 22.
Okay.
It might have been a little earlier than that, but that's whenever I really started to notice. Because, like, the problem is I have the same kind of or not even the same. Like, I have the opposite problem with my dad. Like,
okay.
I'm going bald up on the crown. So, like, up here on the very top is super thin. Like, whenever I shave, I barely have to shave up here.
Okay, so has it thinned in the front at all? Or?
It's gotten, like, this is where my hairline would start. So it's gotten progressively further
so
back.
Like 2000s Kane.
Yeah.
For those who know wrestling, when Kane took his mask off, half of his head was shaved.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing, most of the time I don't. I've started not wearing hats as much. I mean, I wear, like, beanies and stuff when it's cold. My girlfriend just made me a really cool hat. So I'm going to wear that one, of course. But, like, I don't know. It's very, very weird. Like, I wish my hair was growing back out. And then, like, of course, there's always, like, I mean, I'm a big dude, so I've always, like, wanted to be skinny, but at this point, I'm kind of happy with where I'm at. And I'm healthy, so I'm good.
And I mean, like, not even to, like, play into it or double down and stuff. But, like, yeah, be happy with what you got, because there's flavors for everyone. And
for sure.
Honestly, I think people who make fun of people with more weight on them, like, are probably more insecure than the person with the weight.
Yeah, it's never really bothered me.
Yeah, because what are you getting out of that?
Yeah, what are you getting out of it?
But with my hair, I don't know. I overthink things sometimes, and I know, like, because people have told me, like, you're fine, you're doing fine. But myself, I've had this hair for a long time. I know that widow's peak is going back further than it used to be. I've always had, like, a widow's peak type situation, but it's further back now.
Yeah.
So I stress that. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I don't have to.
Yeah.
If I can say something shitty, if I can have the floor to be a total asshole real quick. At least the look works for you, especially with the tattoos.
It does. It does. Yeah. I'm really lucky. I have a good head to go bald, because I've seen some people who are bald, and I'm like, I know you don't have much, but grow it out.
I got photos out there. I am not the one to go bald.
I am not the one.
I am not. I do not need to go bald. It would not work for me. I did it in high school because I was curious about it, and then my girlfriend didn't want me to, and then we broke up. So I was like, "C'est la vie," and it was a bad time.
Yeah, I think me going bald is kind of like revenge from whatever power there is out there, because I had a mullet. Whenever I found out that I was going bald, I actively had a mullet, and I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you can't stop my mullet. My mullet looks fine. And then I think that was like the universe looking at me going, ha ha ha, that's what you think. This is your punishment.
Your turn.
All right, let's see. Do you have any nicknames?
So, that, you know what's interesting about that question? I've never really thought about. this kind of answer to it is that there are levels to this. Like, so obviously there are some people who are like, oh, you got that nickname in middle school and you kept it your whole life and stuff. But then there are like, apparently you get phases in life of nicknames. And that's, as I was thinking back, I was thinking about that. And I was like, so there were so many in high school or in grade school and stuff. Like Vinny Vici would be one.
Yeah.
I'm who is that again? I know I've been told.
It's a Benny Vici is a phrase, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think it's Italian.
Okay, because I went by Vinny in high school. Then my last name is Herman, so I got Pee Wee Herman a lot, especially because I'm a smaller guy. I think I've been 5'6" since I was 8. But so there was stuff like that. I almost killed a guy in when was it high school or middle school? But he was picking on my girlfriend, and so I hit him in the head with the big old goalie hockey stick. Those big thick boys made of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he almost died. So, and I did do time for that. So. Yeah. But it was like 13 at the time. I do regret it, and that guy is not entirely right these days, and I think that's my fault, and I feel like shit because of it. But I got the nickname Hockey Stick from that.
Of course.
Yep, Hockey Stick came out of that one. And then I don't really know. You kind of stop getting nicknames when you cross a certain level as an adult.
Yeah.
And I can't think of any regular things I've been called in my adult life outside of asshole, shithead, bastard,
and Vinny.
No, I don't go by that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because my middle name is Vincent, and at a certain point I started introducing myself as Vincent. However, I do let people go whatever route they want. So if I have any version of a nickname these days, it is like letting people take Vincent and then like go in with like Vince, Vinny, whatever they land on.
Right. See, that's one of the things that I have noticed is because I call you Vincenzo a lot. Yeah, I think I love that. I think that's so fun. But I was like, man. Am I the only one that calls him Vincenzo?
I think you are. I think you absolutely are.
Yeah. But no, everybody, and that's another thing is like, I'll notice people talking about you, they'll be like, somebody will be Vince, I'll be Vin, another one Vincent, another one Vinny, and I'm like, okay, so like, has he introduced himself as differently every time, or what? No.
Because I always introduce myself as Vincent, and then sometimes people just do whatever on their own. Or they'll just call me Vincent, but more often than not, they'll go like, "Do you go by Vinny?" And I go like, and then I give them that little spiel. I introduce myself as Vincent, and then you can do whatever you want with that.
Yeah.
And you're the only one who's been creative.
Heard it here first.
Right.
No, but yeah, I don't really have any nicknames. Well, I have.
Yeah.
I have family nickname. I have a family nickname.
I mean, you're really trying to get beef going.
I was gonna get to beef.
I noticed your Instagram handle change today when I was tagging you in the Rat Songs movie post. I cracked up, man, because it's been kinda .Satan forever, and now it's beef_JPEG.
Yeah.
Which I have to ask, was beef.jpg taken?
I think they don't do dots and handles anymore.
Okay.
Because I tried like a bunch of different like dot combinations, and it wasn't letting me do.
So you put the work in on that one.
Yeah. I had kind of .Satan for a long time.
Yeah.
I think I was like right out of high school, so almost 10 years. But yeah, no, beef. Yeah, that was a stupid one. Have I told you the story about beef?
I think you have, but tell it again.
So
I don't think it's been on the podcast.
I was watching Smosh actually.
Okay.
And they were doing one of their Try Not to Laughs, and Shane Top has this character called Courtney freaking Miller, where he's just Courtney Miller, but he's like wearing a wig.
I watch Bit City. Thing. So yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah, so like he has a character called Courtney freaking Miller, and he's just like a caricature of like Courtney Miller if she was like just on steroids and full of testosterone.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he said whenever he came out of like from behind the little partition, as he pointed at one of them, he was like, "Look, it's my favorite Teen Titan, Beef Boy." Like, and I thought that was so funny.
Yeah.
So I changed my Snapchat username to Beef Boy. So then I was kind of going through like some identity crisis, and I got rid of the boy. So there was just beef on my Snap, and I was meeting people on dating apps, or like meeting people online, and they'd add me, and they'd be like, "So what's with beef?"
I like how what cracked me up there was that all it was like a reference to Smosh, and it became an identity crisis. Smosh, do you know what you're doing to people out here?
No, but I changed it to beef. I just had beef on there, and I've actually changed my user on Snap too to beef.
Okay.
to incorporate beef. But yeah, so I just done that, and now I have like a couple of friends that I know locally that just like to kind of like it's kind of like ribbing me. We're like, "Oh, what's up, beef?" And then I have the tattoo. The tattoo is cool as hell. I think the tattoo is just sick, and I'm fine with that because I'm totally happy with that because that's kind of become like a shtick.
Yeah,
and that's something.
Hopefully, you never go vegan.
That's my. That's the funniest thing because I've made that joke all the time where it's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna go vegan. It's like, and this isn't a small tattoo. This is like this covers the majority of my stomach.
and if you become like an uppity vegan, you'll have to get kills added underneath it.
Yeah,
like
kills.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the only real nickname I had. Like my family calls me Turtle.
Okay.
Just because whenever I was a kid, I liked Franklin a lot, like the old cartoon.
So the family's not that creative. He's a standout.
But then like I think in high school I had tried to. In high school, I tried to go by Meat Mountain. So it kind of ties in with the beef. Like I really had like a thing for meat.
It's always been a thing, yeah.
Like and I wanted to call myself Meat Mountain because I went to Arby's and they had the Meat Mountain.
Yeah.
In high school, and me and my friends got together and we drove into town, and I was just like, "Let me get the Meat Mountain." And Arby's gave me the Meat Mountain, and I ate the Meat Mountain.
Yeah, that's usually how an Arby's transaction goes.
Yeah, I gave them money. I gave them money for goods and services.
Welcome to STC Bulletin Board. Well, we're going to teach you how to order at your favorite fast food.
It makes sense what Travis said earlier about like Adam became a human. Yep. Adam joined the human race, and now I'm just explaining things. Like, did you know that if you go into a place and you give them money, they will give you products?
Yeah, I think it's called capitalism.
Yeah,
it's killing us all.
You can consume it. You can eat
the
beef.
Boy, I got polycharged. Yeah, that'll never happen again. I think getting beef tattooed on your stomach though was like, one, it's now undeniable. Like, if you have a nickname, it's got to be beef, and you got to insist on it.
I know.
And now you're going to a new place where, like, because a nickname does kind of have to be organic in some extent. So at some point, somebody's gonna see you with your shirt off, and then they'll see beef, and maybe they'll start calling you beef.
Right.
Yes.
It's just like you have to frame it right.
Yeah, I finally arrived in Seattle.
Yeah, beef.
But that is the peak of where you could take that, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, unless you get a character on a sitcom someday named Beef.
I did have
which I am writing a series.
I've called dibs on going by Gene.
Okay.
Whenever I get older, because my middle name is Eugene.
Oh, okay.
And the reason I call dibs on going by Gene whenever I hit like 40 or 50 is because I have never met a 40 or 50-year-old Adam.
But you could be the first.
I could be the first.
You could be the first.
And I probably will be.
You got some questions to answer. You got decades till then.
Everybody named Adam dies before they're 30. You heard it here first. That's gonna be
It's
real.
a heat death.
That's gonna age very poorly if I die in the next couple of years. If that happens,
Well, at least we got the exclusive.
I was gonna say, if that happens, I want you to find like who's putting together like my funeral footage and use this clip because
that clip starts out with it and then it'll like fade and go, I will. Yeah.
Also use this clip at the funeral, and I want everybody to turn up or stand up and sit back down.
This is a variety show, not your last will and testament. Get a lawyer.
Yeah.
Again, if I can have the floor to be a dick.
If I can have the floor.
Real quick.
Your Honor, I would like to approach the bench and be a dick.
Now, I'm just a simple country asshole.
I'm just a simple country asshole lawyer.
Alright, let's see here. Next truth for me. We've done 2 of these.
Yeah.
Let's do like one more.
Yeah, one more.
Yeah. How do you feel about the end pieces of a loaf of... Is this the fucking truth?
Ooh.
Okay.
So, no, but that's a very good...
I got something. Yeah. So yeah. How do you feel about the end pieces of a loaf of bread?
I enjoy them. I think they're useful. I do like one of the things that I really like doing with them is because it's kind of weird whenever you use like the end piece on top of a regular piece of bread. So what I'll do is I'll save it for like peanut butter sandwiches or something like that, and just put peanut butter on it and fold it. Okay. So it's almost like a little like taco, but it's like a half a sandwich. Yeah. So but you can load that bitch up with peanut butter.
I've definitely done that. In fact, more often than not, I've used the ends of bread in a foldable scenario. Yeah. I don't think more often than I've just used it as a piece of bread, but like in comparison to using just one of the middle pieces of bread, like it's usually an end piece that I do that with.
And it's also good for like toast. Yeah. Or like if you throw it in the oven with a little butter on it.
It'll
like kind of curl up and like get really crispy.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you throw some jelly on that bad boy after it's toasted. Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you think it is that weirds people out about it? Because now there are people who are like no crust whatsoever, and so for that I don't really need an answer because it's like okay, across the board you don't like the crust, but like there are people who won't eat the end pieces, but will like totally crust and all take the rest of the bread, so it can't be like just the crust.
Well,
I think that is.
I think I don't really know. I think maybe it's
just stupid.
I think so. I think it might. I think it also might come down to like a psychological thing where they're like,
probably,
where they're like, I don't. This is the worst piece in their mind. Yeah. So like this is the worst piece, so I'm going to take the better piece.
I mean, it is arguably less bread than a regular piece.
Yeah, and it is thinner and everything, but I think that
psychologically, yeah, that's got to be it. Because again, it can't be a texture thing because it's like you're running full hog with the other stuff. Like,
I put my hog in some bread.
Can't say I've done that one yet.
Call it the Boston Frank.
that would have been good dialogue for when we were shooting on Saturday. Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, Saturday. Because there's a whole conversation about what fruit would you fuck between the characters in the movie.
And there's bread.
Come see Rats On.
Go see Rats On.
And releasing late February. But yeah, the story I have involving, not even really a story, it's kind of an anecdote, is that I never really acknowledged this, but my brother apparently paid a considerable amount of attention to this. And I guess our stepfather used to always eat the end pieces of bread because everyone else would leave them. Now, I don't personally remember like ignoring the end pieces of the bread, but apparently he would make a very simple sandwich with a piece of bologna, slice of tomato, a little bit of salt, fried bologna, I should say, and I think mayonnaise was the other part. And my brother made this little tribute video because he passed almost 2 years ago now, definitely a year and some change. But he passed, and so our brother made this tribute video and dubbed it "The Misunderstood Sandwich." and it's very quaint. It's not really for anyone but people who knew him, but I do suggest going and watching it.
Yeah.
And so I have started taking up making those kinds of sandwiches now, kind of in honor of him. He's right over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his urn is right over there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Yeah. So he's in the room right now, so watch fuck him out.
Oh, sorry. Your son's a hell of a guy.
But yeah. No, so yeah, that if there's any significance in the ends of bread to me, it's now that. Because for me, it's always just been like, fucking eat it, I don't care.
Piece of bread.
Perfectly good piece of bread.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there is something kind of poetic and beautiful about that, where it's like, it's because I'm such a slut for that artsy stuff. Yeah. Where it's like everything has meaning, but nothing has meaning, but everything has meaning.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I have that video now too.
Yeah.
To commemorate it.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's end on a light one. That last one was pretty good. Pizza or tacos?
Pizza or tacos? Pizza or tacos? Definitely pizza.
I agree.
Absolutely pizza.
I
almost said I would call anyone who says tacos a liar, but cultural understanding notwithstanding,
right.
There are reasons for people to like a taco more.
There is. Here's my hang up on it. I have had pizza you can find everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Pizza you can find everywhere, and pizza is standardly pretty good.
Yeah. There's the Americanized pizza.
The Americanized pizza is, pretty good. But on average, if I go to get a taco, if I go to a place that has actual tacos, not like Taco Bell, but a place that has actual carne asada or El Pastor or carnitas or something like that. I will say the satisfaction of eating one and the flavor is almost always tenfold of any pizza experience I've ever had. Because because pizza, you take it, you order it, you eat it, you're like, okay, that's a good pizza. But there have been many moments where I've gotten tacos and I've ate the tacos and I'm like, this is the best taco I've ever had. I don't know what it is about it, but
I've had quite a few good tacos, but I can confidently say that the best taco I've ever had has not outclassed the best pizza I've ever had. And just on average, 9 times out of 10, the taco I'll end up having is a hard shell, run-of-the-mill taco.
Right.
And not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of the bottom getting soggy. I'm not a huge fan of everything falling out every time I eat one. And maybe that's a user error. But the point is that my experience of tacos is not necessarily an enjoyable one, regardless of the taste. Because it's more than just the flavor profile. It's also the operation. The whole operation of eating a taco.
The eating experience of a taco.
Commence Operation Taco.
Operation Taco.
Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We're alive. Maybe we should say that has nothing to do with the current president of the United States. And this our year of the Lord 2025.
We're not trying to Trevor Moore ourselves.
There is no Operation Taco funded by or acknowledged by STC. Subject to Change Entertainment LLC.
Incorporate.
Our disclaimer out there. We've been waiting for this episode.
This is the episode.
This was the episode.
All of a sudden, we have a bunch of red dots flying around. We're like, oh,
where are they even coming? Yeah, they've been in the ceiling. All right, should
I throw another dart?
Yeah. But the last thing I'll say is that, on mass, if it's not because of a flavor profile of topping that's been added, specific topping, I've never had a bad piece of pizza.
Yeah, that's the thing. Pizzas are very more specific or consistent, but tacos hit when they hit. But it also might be a thing where I also just associate the memory a little bit better.
True, yeah.
Because nothing really hits nothing beats going to a random truck and they have tacos and you're just like, let me get 3 carne asada tacos, and they give it to you in a little container, and you stand there leaned up against your car just shoveling nothing but grilled steak and lime and onion and cilantro in your gullet. You look around and you're like, that person might be OD'd in their car.
You left out the part where you're drunk while this is going on.
Absolutely fucking tanked.
You are wasted.
Your Uber driver's with you, and he's like,
yeah.
It's good. It's a very fun time.
Let me let's check in with chat real quick. Kayla Holbrook says no hamburgers this time. Best I could do is chicken and finish the Instapot. Handburger. Creative Jargon says Vin internet's his way. Adam, it was in shock. Big Dog Vince, all in caps.
Big Dog Vince.
Okay, yeah, let's throw one more dart. This might be the last one. This might be the last one, yeah. We'll see.
I hope it's the one that I had told you about.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
You know which one it was?
Fucking maybe this one?
What, the top left over there?
Yeah,
or
this one, or it's maybe one of these two.
Dang.
Yeah.
No, that's close.
That's close.
Oh, no, yeah, this is one of them that we were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, discuss the evolution of YouTube.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So, me and Vinny have, we had talked on the phone a couple days ago whenever we were getting ready for this, and Vinny has a little bit of a different experience with YouTube than I do because I'm 26. Mm-hmm. And so my formative years is whenever YouTube was starting.
Yeah.
And
I was an adult by the time well, no, I was still in high school when it really came about, but it wasn't really popular until 2006, 2007. Mm-hmm. By that time, I graduated, turned 18 and everything, so.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What was it exactly that we were talking about with this?
Well, kind of the idea of, experiencing YouTube and its evolution through time from our 2 different age brackets. Where I am 10 years older than you,
yeah. Yeah, no, I remember whenever I started, one of the first videos that I had seen on YouTube was, it might have been, oh my god, no, I don't remember exactly who it was. It was my friend Morgan and his brother Mason, who lived just up the street from me, or one street up from me. They brought me in their house, and they were like, dude, you gotta watch this video. It's called, what is it? I think it's My Wooden Alligator is what it's called.
Yeah.
And it's from Make Me Bad 35. He was a creator on YouTube, early days. And he would, it was just a video. It was the stupidest fucking video. It was kind of in the same vein as Fred. Do you remember Fred? Where it was that very Fred. Much overacting, animated, brain rot before brain rot.
Yeah.
But the entire premise of the video was just a dude whose alligator is magic and grants him wishes if you jerk off his tail.
Okay.
So that's also how I learned what jerking off was, because I was like, what the fuck does jerk off mean?
He learned it from watching YouTube.
Yeah. But the funniest thing was in the video, the wish that the guy makes, he never says it out loud. But he's the alligator's and your wish is granted. And he's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. And he goes to the bathroom. And he comes back out and he's like, I just shit a Big Mac. He's like, can I eat this? And the alligator's like, try it. And he eats it. He's like, this is an actual Big Mac. It's that corrupted my brain for any sort of entertainment and or comedy.
Yeah.
Because it was the most insane, lawless. And mind you, no ads.
Yeah, because this was early days, man.
No ads. I think Ryan Higa had hit 1 million.
What year was this? YouTube's brand new? 2000? Because I think YouTube came out in 2005.
I think so. Yeah. This must have been 2008 or 2009.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is before YouTube was bought by Google, actually.
There, you happy I used the search bar the right way? The right way. December 15th, 2005. So
Yeah.
barely.
2000. Yeah. So like 2 or 3 years after YouTube had started,
Yeah.
I was like super into it. And then I'd gotten into Shane Dawson.
Okay.
Which before Adam was a kid. And Adam didn't realize what the hell Shanae was trying to be.
Well, I mean, so let's just wipe that slate real quick because there's like so many things like that. Like I mean, Mad TV.
Right.
I was raised on Mad TV, and it was just riddled with that kind of shit.
Yeah. So
nobody was having that conversation.
Yeah, nobody was having that conversation. Obviously, I know better now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Blah blah blah. But no, I would watch Shane Dawson. Do you remember Olga K?
No, I don't.
She was kind of. She ran along the lines with Philip DeFranco, a little bit of Joe Beretta, like very much like early. Whenever they still have like VidCon.
Okay.
Like the early.
They still do VidCon.
Or I think.
But it ain't like.
I don't think it was called VidCon at this point. I think it was still Playlist Live.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow. I forgot about Playlist Live. Yeah.
Oh, I remember what we were going to talk about. We were going to talk about SourceFed.
That's right.
Because then I started getting into gameplay and like commentary channels and stuff like that, and I found Philip DeFranco through, he was one of the popular, kind of just talking heads of the platform, and then saw kind of the birth of internet reporting. Yeah, and you see places like SourceFed, which get turned into SourceFed Nerd. So you have like different like media outlets for all these different like things that are happening, and now everybody gets bought up and wiped out.
So SourceFed is an interesting one. But before we get to that, flashback.
Wow.
For me, I can't really pinpoint a specific first video that I saw on YouTube. Hold up.
For our audio listeners, Vincent just vomited into his arm.
It almost sounded like it. But, yeah, anyways, I can't remember any specific first video that I saw on YouTube. I just know that generally about 2007, 2008 was when I really started paying attention. So that's really the era where I can, like, say this is what I was watching on YouTube rather than like I was shown this or sent something on MySpace or whatever. Because I remember people were like linking embedding YouTube videos on their MySpace and stuff. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But for me, really where YouTube goes back to is like the actual lawless viral days of the internet where it was like your badgers, end of Z World, fucking this pistachio pudding makes me feel sick. All of that stuff that would just kind of like hop around the internet, and all of which would end up on YouTube. But these were the brain rot things for me because they very much are. You look at badger, tell me that's not brain rot of the highest order.
Oh yeah.
So brain rot's nothing new, kids. If you're just finding out now, yeah, it's been there as long as people have been able to upload like 3-minute videos to the internet. But I would say the first place where it was ever really like a focused place to go to for me was newgrounds.com.
Okay, gotcha.
And I remember going to this like early. I want to say it was about 13 years old. Because I remember my friend had just gotten a computer, and they had the computer for a while actually, but they had just gotten the internet, and was like, "You gotta come over and watch this Harry Potter Dragon Ball Z video."
Hell yeah!
Whatever. And then we just kind of after that we just kept going down the rabbit hole and like watching Flash animation music videos set to Korn and shit.
Yeah.
It was just a ton of that type of stuff. So that's I say I always had kind of a predilection towards absurdity as a humor source because I can remember doing that with my toys, and I can remember just saying random shit as like a young kid, and because I thought it was funny, and then of course nobody fucking understood it because it was all in my head, and I didn't have the language to know that yet. So I thought I was just a fucking weirdo that everyone thought was stupid.
The OG brain that rotted.
yeah. It turns out brain rot didn't start with the internet. It was right here.
It started with Vincent.
But so it was always just that type of stuff for me. I would always gravitate towards videos that would be that. So it is and then like my television viewing was either, like cartoons or sketch comedy. So it's no wonder that when I actually started getting into YouTube, the first things I leaned towards were Bratz and Beretta, Wicked Awesome Films, the early Smosh, which was sketch type stuff. There's probably a billion others. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, there were plenty of them.
But when it all changed was Philip DeFranco. Mm-hmm. Again, that was the first talking head I was aware of. And that kind of took me down a rabbit hole of a pool I kind of wanted to play in for a while before I got away from it, and I couldn't really come up with a good character for it or whatever. But that kind of took me down the road of like Nostalgia Critic and the Angry Video Game Nerd and Linkara and just really all those like that guy with the glasses.com players and stuff. I'm still following Cinema Snob, and he's still making videos. I really need to go back and just like pick up where I left off.
Yeah.
But all that to say, if it wasn't for Philip DeFranco, I wouldn't have started branching outside of like comedy and sketch comedy and stuff on YouTube. And inevitably, when Philip DeFranco launched SourceFed, which wouldn't stay under his thumb for very long, I started watching that too, and that took me to new weirdos like fucking Steve Zaragoza, who I can never get enough of.
I had ended up I kind of similar situation where I watched SourceFed and I found all these other people.
Yeah.
I just I found one on Facebook that I'm still following on Facebook today. Trisha Hirschberger.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I follow her on Facebook still.
She's
and I see that stuff now.
She's definitely big in the gaming space.
Yeah, I was gonna say she does a lot of game reporting now. But Steve Zaragoza,
Meg Turney,
Meg
now
Turney.
an OnlyFans model.
Yeah. And then but Steve Zaragoza, I remember watching his stuff because he was weird. Like he was the weird dude, and he was super super absurd, and I wanted to be him.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be like him, so I started doing a lot of the stuff that he would do and everything. So, and that was like, I for a minute there, I was like, oh, I was copying him, but that's inspiration.
He's
like I was 100% just inspired. If I had to say that was anything, it was an inspiration.
He's one of the most quotable from that. Benjamin Franklin Time Traveler. Sometimes I will just sit and sing that song. Yep. Benjamin Franklin traveled through time. Where will he go today?
It's so good.
And then, like, to go on to like,
it actually, like, the actual video sucked.
But that's so
it was
funny.
So funny.
Lee Newton's dress is like, hop on my filthy back!
Yeah, I'm on my filthy back!
God damn, I'm attracted to you. Yeah. But then they would go on to do Valley Folk stuff and just continue being, he would continue being quotable. I will still, like, the David Ross video, when he's painting the dictures, and then he's, like, painting the real big one, and he's like, hello up there. Like, sometimes I would just, like, reference that when I'm saying, hello up there.
I think there was a video that he did with SourceFed where he played as Santa. And
Santa Steve.
Yeah, Santa Steve.
I went down a rabbit hole with those, like, 2 years ago. Watched all of them.
It's so good. Because, like, and so now, like, anytime that, it's like around Christmas time, and somebody sits on my lap, I'm like, say, Santa. Say, Santa.
Run away with me.
Run away with me. I'll take you to Burger King, and you can get anything you like. You ever had a BK broiler? You ever had a Whopper? BK broiler.
on to like the topic of like the evolution of YouTube, I feel like that SourceFed is a really good pivot point for me. Like I'm sure like there's probably an iceberg video about this or whatever. And there's like 17 people that they reference before SourceFed that I never heard of. But that's kind of the beauty of YouTube. So like from the beginning, there was probably a ton of stuff you never heard of, like subject to change without warning.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up. Or do and report it so it can get taken down.
Finally.
Let's kill that fucking.
Let's kill it.
But because that was one of those first where like initially at the time I didn't know like all the changes ever because I was just watching the videos and stuff. But then Chelsea Watkins was like very much into like kind of the behind the scenes stuff, and that's how I kind of learned like, oh, Philip DeFranco doesn't run this anymore. Yeah. And then that's kind of how I learned about how like, oh, it's being mismanaged like crazy, and it's kind of one of those first stories that I can think of where like a company comes in, buys up this like really popular thing, and then runs it into the ground, and now that's just how YouTube works. The entirety of making a YouTube channel is so that someday you can sell it to someone. And that's a lot of the motivation for people these days.
Well, one of the things which this ties back to like one of the first conversations we had tonight is that turns from indie it went from DIY to indie.
Yeah. Yes.
Like
that is
YouTube was very much a DIY thing where you would see these independent small creators. Well, independent. You'd see these like very small creators who did everything. They filmed, they edited, they made their merch, they
all
designed
of our
it,
old sketches.
They sold it, they distributed everything, they ran their AdSense. Like
all of our old sketches were Windows Movie Maker.
Yeah. And now you look at a lot of YouTube, people hire editors.
Yeah.
And like single people will hire editors just to edit their YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And it's a big thing with like and there's this is a weird like kind of like little shot into what I watch a lot. I watch a lot of VTubers.
Okay.
VTubers, for those who don't know, it's pretty much just like it's an anime
oh yes.
It's an anime character, quote unquote character, avatar. It's an anime avatar, but the people behind it usually stay anonymous. Some of them are open to it and whatever. But there's literal entertainment corporations.
Yeah.
That will find these like talents.
Yeah.
And pretty much run them as, a normal talent agency would.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, like there's a whole auditions process, and a lot of it does happen in Japan. And like Korea, where there's more of a idol, like they call it an idol industry. So it's like people in like K-pop groups or J-pop groups, they have the image of like this is what they are, and so they have to go through like rigorous training and like all of this different like memorization and stuff, and pretty much learning their lore and trying to keep that all in canon while they're still trying to entertain. And a lot of people, a lot of the talents are getting burned out.
Well, yeah,
and a lot of them are dealing with, there was one corporation who just had like they're kind of like the joke. It's Niji Sanji, but like they've had many different talents go from their corporation to independent.
Yeah,
because all of these things are mismanaged. But a cool thing with the management scenario is some people are actually learning to do it right and do it in a good, like do it in a positive way, in a healthy way, while still maintaining full ownership. Like a great example is Mythical. Like Rhett and Link. They own all of their original content.
Who are some of the original YouTubers.
Who are originally I remember watching them whenever they didn't even do Good Mythical Morning. I remember watching Good Morning Chia Lincoln. That was the original Good Mythical Morning.
Okay.
And before that, they just did like little skits on video. They had a Taco Bell drive-thru song. where they sang a song to a Taco Bell drive-thru.
I've seen the Butt Drugs.
Butt Drugs is another good
yeah.
one. And then, kind of bouncing off of that, somebody who Mythical used to own to save them from Defy Media was Smosh.
That's right. Yeah. I forgot there was a crossover.
And now Smosh bought back their entire rights luckily from Mythical. And they're all like so now they are two standalone companies.
That's why I watch Bit City now, because I had unfollowed, unsubscribed from Smosh, and then when I saw that news that Anthony and Ian were back in charge, God damn it, I know that made sound too. We're back in charge. I was like, all right, you know what? Hell yeah! And they say they're gonna make sketches again. Cool. Resubscribed, and then they fucking stopped making sketches almost as quickly as they came back, and then now it's all Bit City. But I'm enjoying it. So.
It is, yeah, and that's kind of the thing is, there's been a weird the content creation, and obviously I don't know much about it because I am not a creator, but just from an outsider's perspective and as a consumer of YouTube, and media. Whenever I was a kid, the longest YouTube video you could probably find was about 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, at one point, and this is kind of why we got into the conversation the other day to put on the board, is because one of the projects I'm working on kind of has YouTube as a motivating element, but it's set in 2005, 2006, which now that I've saw that December 2005, it'll be set in 06 to 08.
Yeah.
But yeah, at one point, you could only upload up to 10 minutes, I think. And it was 5, and then they upped it to 10 after a year, I think. And
now you can find, live streams. We're live streaming on YouTube right now, and you can find videos that are I think I saw a joke. There is a video. It's, I forget when it was posted, but it was every single NHL goal.
Oh, wow.
Every single goal. Well, and it was a month long.
One of our streams, I think, is 9 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see these super, super long videos. But what I was getting at is we've gone from short form content.
Homegrown short form content.
We went from short form content to 10 minutes being max. So people started posting a little bit longer to 10 minutes. And then we got into, there was no limit.
Yeah.
So people started playing with 20-minute, 30-minute long videos.
Yeah.
And then you have the adpocalypse happening, so people are 10 minutes is how long you need to get your AdSense. Or you can add 2 ads instead of just 1.
Yeah.
So you have that coming in, and now you have, I don't know what the average length of a YouTube video is now, but I know the ones that I watch are usually about 20 to 30 minutes long. So you're essentially watching an episode of TV.
It really depends on what you do on there. And this is what I've learned, where for a hot second I was trying to pay attention to SEO tools and analytics and stuff like that. And, if you're doing sketch comedy, probably good to keep it 3 to 4 minutes. If you're doing a news show, an informative thing, probably best to keep it around 20 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you're streaming, it's probably good to stay around 2 hours. So it really depends on what you do now, and even then it's not that simple. It's not nearly that simple. I'm not going to go into everything here, and I only understand a quarter of it, but it is wildly complicated to be a YouTuber now.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I say we're doing this show, but we're not necessarily content creators. I'm not necessarily a YouTuber. I'm a filmmaker who uses this platform as a way to kind of proof of concept, proof of my ability to do this. Hey, there's a reason my name is in the credits so much. It's because I put this together and put it out there.
Yeah.
And no, it's not making hundreds of views even, but it's something there that I can point people who I want to work with in the future in the film industry and go well, hey, I've done a few sketches if you want to see them.
Yeah, and a lot of it, I think one of the things that I've noticed too is that it's very much business.
Yeah.
Everything, the creation has turned into business, which I think is something that, because me and you both have very similar punk sensibilities.
Yeah.
So we're very much art to art.
I can't
art
tell
to destroy.
how many times me and my brother have been in a conversation about, like, here's how to game the system and stuff, and then almost my immediate reaction is like, I don't want to do that. Like, that excuse me. Yeah, I don't like, because I do come from a certain experience level of that, because I started using YouTube almost immediately as soon as I like really was paying attention to it, because we started doing those sketches and stuff in late 2007, 2008, and everything. And we were doing that stuff on YouTube from that point until maybe about 2012, and then a couple of things here and there. But after I kind of got away from that, I started kind of leaning into, like, well, maybe I could do movie reviews. And then I was never able to come up with that character. And then I was like, well, fuck it, I'll be the character. And so I did my own movie reviews, and then Edible Obscurities and stuff. And these were very much like YouTube tailored videos. And after a while, and I did them for a few years. After a while, it was one of those things where I was like, God, this is a lot of work, and nobody's paying attention. And really, when it comes to the movies, all I want to do is just talk. I want to talk to my friends about movies. I want to fucking do this. And then the Edible Obscurities thing was like, now it became a thing where it's like, it started because I would buy odd flavors of stuff, like turkey and gravy soda. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, because it's funny and it's weird. And then I started doing Edible Obscurities because I was like, well, I'm already doing YouTube and I'm already doing this. Why don't we get these crazy kids together? And it was fun for a while, but what I think it was I stopped being able to get people to do them with me. And I don't think there was any necessarily like, oh, I'm not doing that with them. But it's just, life took my friends in different directions, friends and family. And it was just like there was nobody to do it with anymore. Yeah. So I was doing it by myself, and I wasn't having a lot of fun. And now every time I see something in stores, it is like, oh, I can get that for Edible Obscurities. It's not, oh man, what a weird thing, I want to try it. It's, yeah, that'll be good for the show, I guess. And then you see it so many times, and it piles up, and then you're struggling to make these videos and get through these snacks, and nobody's watching them, and it just kind of fucking kills your motivation.
Well, that's kind of like, and that kind of brings it to like, one of the things that I was thinking of earlier is, like, a lot of it, and this is purely my opinion, I'm a big proponent for art's sake, and not necessarily because, like, I think that everything should be art, because I mean everything is art if you think about it. Like, if you want to get fucking esoteric and ethereal about it, like, everything is art. Yeah, whatever.
And I very much do not. I don't consider myself an artist, and nobody likes that I say that about myself. But fuck it, it's me. I can do it.
But like, one of the things that I do like is, I don't know, like, one of the, and I'm very backwards about it. The thought of creating just for myself, because I like to experience art and I like to create art, but I feel like it becomes immediately disingenuous for myself whenever I try to market it, or whenever I start to make money with it or whatever.
That was almost what started to kill Subject to Change Entertainment. Right. Like, it was nothing was getting done because the motivations were all wrong, and none of us were sure how to get out of that or get back to it. And some of us were just confused on the agenda entirely. Yeah. So
whoever was supposed to take behind the scenes stuff, he really dropped the ball.
Yeah, prick. We don't talk about him anymore though. I think his name was Brandy.
Audio listeners, I'm covering my mouth from Vinny with the cards. For videos, you can see it.
I guess while he's going to be silent.
It was me. I said that I would take back behind the scenes stuff. I actually
It's really weird that he put those cards up to his mouth and then completely went silent.
What was that? No, I do. The thing is, I do have some like random pictures of behind the scenes, but not in the capacity
No,
that I was expecting to.
Yeah.
I was being expected to. But no, it comes down to, and I am going to eventually have to learn how to deal with the fact of making money and marketing myself, and pretty much putting a price tag on what I love to do and what I love to experience and how much that means to me.
I was just having that conversation with Kayla the other night. Was because we talked about that movie I want to do next year, and I want to pay the actors. I got to find some way to get some money. So I got to start getting money minded as well. But I got to find the balance. The version of doing that doesn't kill me. The version of doing that doesn't mean like, oh, you're done doing sketches. Now you have to do these types of videos. Well, if I have to do something and I didn't say so, it ain't gonna happen.
Yep. That's exactly what I think. That's what I am. Yeah. I am the exact same way.
So for now, it's the sketches and everything. But I've been through that, and the way I got back there was through podcasting, because I put everything down. I just kind of started living life and was wildly unhappy with how that was going. And then a friend was going through divorce, I think, is about that time, and they were just they had kept talking about podcasting. We always get together and just talk about nerd shit. So we're like, yeah, sure, let's do a podcast. Fuck it. Because it's literally all it was us just sitting down in front of microphones and having the same conversations we were going to have anyways.
Yeah.
And then that was also why I did Suds and Buds, because the one was for nerd shit, and I was like, well, we have so many stupid other conversations. Let's do that too. And I think that's how I found my way back to like doing what I want to do. And of course, that was gonna mean YouTube. So, and now here we are. Here we are.
Talking about YouTube while live streaming on YouTube.
It's so meta.
It's so meta. No, we're not streaming the meta right now.
I brought this show back and I was like, it's just going to be in the metaverse.
It's just in the metaverse.
Just the metaverse.
Only on Facebook and Instagram.
But it's one of those things where it's like, and this is where I start to become an old man, and this is happening to me more and more of like, I'm happy that I have the mental capacity to go like, yeah, well, we can't go back to that. It's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So let's move on. Let's make the next day as cool as that was, if we can. But I can't. I have not figured out how to stop it. I don't think it ever will stop. Of going like, God damn, that was good. Wasn't that a good time? Isn't it sad that that's not how it is anymore?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I'm like, we can't go back. YouTube will never be that again. And anyone who's waiting for the next version of that YouTube to come along, I don't think it's going to.
I don't think so.
The next thing was Rumble. We saw how that went. That became a right-wing wasteland. So, so it's never coming back. It's never going to be that again. But that doesn't mean we can't do that on the platform for our own satisfaction. It's just you have to manage your expectations and go like, I'm going to do this video. I'm going to do this stupid video about getting drinks with friends, and then I tell a bad joke, and then one of them throws a glass at a wall, and it's a reference to an old video we did nobody fucking saw. And I want to do it for me, put it up, and then just live with the consequences, which are 60 people are going to see it. And not even really see it, because then you have to, that's where it all gets complicated now. It means that, like, they didn't watch that full video. It means, like, they were there for, like, enough seconds to qualify as a view.
Yes.
And it means nothing. You can have 7,000 views on a video, and it might not mean anything for you. You won't get a single subscriber out of it.
Thank you, Jason Lovins, for teaching me social media marketing. Sorry I didn't finish the program.
Yeah. So it's sad to see what it's become, but that doesn't mean we have to abandon ship or never do anything on the platform because we don't have a multimedia organization behind us. And also, it's kind of random these days too. In a way that's kind of comparable to the early days too, because it was in the early days, there was no really gaming hashtags in a way that would guarantee you'd go viral or anything.
Yeah.
It just kind of happened sometimes.
It was just
That's
pure
what
dumb
we
luck.
get the main characters of the day from that early internet of social media and YouTube is because some random video would just get passed around enough because of dumb luck and then become a meme or become an overnight like video making sensation or something. And doesn't really happen that much anymore, but it still happens. So you got that opportunity, but you're not going to game the system. Not without money.
Lunch table conversations ain't the same as they used to be.
Yeah.
It really used to be like, you guys see that video?
Yeah. No, and nowadays it's the answer to that question, because like people still have that conversation, but it's totally different now because they're not commiserating about how they both saw the same video. Because the answer to that question now is always nope. Because there's so much out there, nobody can possibly be watching this exact same shit as everyone else. So no, like 9 times out of 10, I answer that question with no.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, that's
I have no idea who that is.
That's my favorite thing to do with Vinny is just like, it's just like, hey, you seen this? He's like,
especially with music, because that's guaranteed.
Well, the thing is,
in fact, every time you ask that, I forget about 2 videos I did see. Well, I lose videos.
The thing with the music is, I already have a very obscure music taste.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm like, have you listened to Butt Trumpet? Yeah, they're kind of like post-punk hardcore rock. Like,
yeah, he does do that. And then he shows them to me, and then guess what? I never listen to them again.
He never listens to them again. But it makes me feel good for a second.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I entertain it, for sure. Like, and it's not like everything you show me I don't. And I tell you when I'm like, not for me.
Yeah,
which has been rare. But I'm also just very music lazy. And it's like, in order to get into them, I gotta go do this. And
that's how I am. I know what I like. And I don't know what I listen to.
I don't have 16 hours to go down their whole discography.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, now he's taking his glasses? He's taking the glasses off the dummy now.
Okay, fuck that dummy.
He earned them. How many flights of stairs have you gone down?
A couple.
How many? yeah, come to think of it. I've done that on a few occasions off camera.
Same reason. Audience at home, audio listeners love you to death. Where I'm wearing beer glasses.
The beer goggles from the dummy. Anyone who watches the STC games, they'll see him in the background wearing that. Let's check in with chat one more time before we wrap it. Do we feel like we got what we wanted out of that conversation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
pretty much, the evolution of YouTube was cool. Kind of weird now, but we're still going to use it.
Yeah. And for future reference, and I guess this is for the viewers and listeners as well. So what's going to happen is when I have guests on and we don't get their card, like I'm going to pull it, and you'll notice now I'm keeping things organized. And so there's going to be a little Adam card in there for your prompts. So when you're on the show,
come back.
when you're on the show, obviously you can always add more, but I can pull those and throw them up there.
I like that.
Especially because the one that we didn't get.
Oh, that was so good.
Because I added 2 for you, and then there was one I threw up there, which is discussion wrestling.
Wrestling?
Yeah,
that's fun.
So that one, it's a good topic.
It's a really good topic.
We got to play by the rules. Because that's punk rock.
Anybody in Scioto County, it's Scioto County, 23 North, heading out to Columbus, right across from the 23 northbound or southbound flea market, or the pyramids.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love that episode.
It's really good. It's really good.
So let's check up on chat real quick one more time before we say goodbye. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, well I'm gonna start from the top and get down there. Dramatic Chipmunk is one of my earliest YouTube memories. Says creative jargon. Travis. Yeah. Yep. Dramatic Chipmunk. Now that one predates YouTube though.
True.
I'm pretty confident that one's pre-YouTube. Yeah. Firemaster YouTube poop was even more brain rot.
God,
And I loved him. I still follow CC. What is it? CC 1198 or
something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He's gonna be making front facing. He's gonna keep doing YouTube poops, and he has been this whole time. But he just put out a video saying like he's gonna start doing like other types of videos with him on camera.
That's insane.
And he's, no offense, man, just hey, work on it. Yeah, I'm not saying don't do it. Work on it. He's pretty awkward.
Wait, you mean the guy that made YouTube poops for years?
Yeah,
isn't the most socially adapted person?
Who technically comes from like those earlier years and stuff. Yeah, it's very much like it feels like somebody pretending to be an old YouTuber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
But it is a performance, but it's not like a purposeful performance.
Yeah.
Like that's not the joke. It's just how he's coming off because it's what he's trying to do.
That's funny. I can't wait for that.
Like, no way he's gonna fucking see this. But if you do, like, keep doing it. Just work on the natural, being more natural.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Trust me, I know. I did those types of videos. Creative Jargon. Ask a Ninja just came back.
Yeah, I saw that.
I know. I'm right back in. Like, no hesitation. Ask a Ninja. Creative Jargon says, which has recently came back. Fresh Prince YouTube poops says Creative Jargon. Remember bad lip reading era?
Yeah.
They still occasionally do videos, but even those like maybe last 5 or 6. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
It lost its luster. Kayla Holbrook, mine was the Splish Splash Baby parody song about him pooping in the bathtub.
I don't think I saw that.
I never saw that one. Kayla Holbrook also says then it was like Salad Fingers, Charlie the Unicorn.
Oh,
yeah, because Kayla's about your age
as
well. So yeah, that would have been you guys.
Yeah, that was and what was it? The llamas.
Yeah, Llamas with Hats.
Llamas with Hats.
Llamas with Hats. Now, I did watch Llamas with Hats, and I was aware of Salad Fingers, but I did not know about Charlie the Unicorn.
Yeah, Charlie the Unicorn was fun.
I know about it now, but I didn't then. Creative Jargon, Charlie the Unicorn, and Salad Fingers are definitely some of the earliest series I can remember, because Travis is closer to you guys' age, too. Creative Jargon, Marble Hornets. Don't remember that one. Creative Jargon, I've been one of those editors. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we were talking about,
big YouTubers now. Yeah. And he's trying to get a job doing another one. So it's an industry.
If you need an editor, I've seen the stuff that Creative Jargon puts out.
Oh, yeah.
Top quality. And it's made with love.
Oh, yeah.
Puts his cock in each video.
Oh, yeah. My only response. Kayla Holbrook. Oh my god, the Rhett and Link song about butt drugs pharmacy is a classic. I catch myself singing it. She showed it to me.
It's so good.
Creative Jargon, this is my favorite bulletin board so far. Well, thank you very much.
That's gay.
Travis. You were on, we have both said, personally, the one that all three of us did together.
We played Pogs?
Yeah. That's so far, this is a contender, but that so far is my favorite one.
Dude, that was fun. Because that was my first time ever playing Pogs. I think it's also whenever I was like shirtless too. I was just shirtless for some reason.
So to expound on that, the old ones are not going behind a paywall, so you can still go back and watch the old streams. Just the new ones from now on. You got to give us $1 a month.
It's a buck.
You get it for free live on the day. Hey, and you get what you get.
If you find $0.25 a day,
yeah,
you could feed this starving child.
But if you can't make them, you got to pay up. $1 a month. $1 a month. See these beautiful boys.
You can give us 20 nickels.
20
and you can mail them to Vincent Herman at
Yes Street on the Boulevard.
On the Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
On the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Portsmouth, Ohio.
45662.
Yeah, okay. Firemaster USA, that's Micah, says CS188 was the YouTube pooper. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, he was the go-to.
Was he also wasn't he also the one that did The G.I. Joes? Or was that somebody else? Do you remember the G.I. Joe?
I don't remember him doing the G.I. Joes.
But you do know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah.
Where he's like, Bob, pork chop sandwiches.
Yeah. I only know about that one because while we were making Sweded Die Hard, one of the bloopers in the credits is Sean Hancock in costume running through frame going, pork chop sandwiches. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. That's how he showed me the video.
Pork chop sandwiches. What are you doing?
But no, CS-188. Have you ever seen the internet? The going surfing on the internet. I think that one was him. I'm pretty sure that one was him.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So I think that's gonna wrap it up for the re-inaugural episode of STC's Bulletin Board, guys. You know the drill. I'm not going back into my YouTube voice. Just like, hey, subscribe. We got a link tree. All of our links are there. You know, whether you're listening to this or watching it later, you know, if you were entertained at all, there's more where this came from, and probably less too.
There's more where this came from, and less.
So look, we can satiate either way. More importantly than that, right now, we're making a movie, and it's called Rat Songs. It's about three degenerates from literally the other side of the tracks, and what happens in a day in their life when this simple act of getting high at a friend's house doesn't go according to plan. So if you want updates on that, follow @RatSongsMovie on Instagram, and we're posting pictures. Just posted something this morning. We just finished up our first month of production. And we're posting more and more all the time. Now I feel like I'm doing the YouTube thing all the time. I've lost so much energy there. But guys, we're having a lot of fun making that movie. So yeah, go follow that Instagram. But if you want more of these, subscribe on YouTube or follow the Patreon. In the meantime, my name is Vincent Herman. My guest today has been
Adam Lucas.
And we're going to go ahead and shut it down now, which means I got to get up and go over there. Like I said, I'm going to have to edit. All right, thank you, everyone, for watching, viewing. And, you know, just generally, being you. How gay was that? Shit.
This happens every time.
Oh, no, I need my bed.
Oh, no. No, Vinny, cut.
I can't.